Next up is the American Liberty Silver Medal. This is pretty exciting. Another brand new, first airing, being seen. Item here is 573297. This is one of the rare offerings we have on FlexPay. So let's talk details, Mike.
This, I was just, because I've just seen this for the first time.
Really?
Well, we had the 70s and sold them out in a single airing in about 2 seconds, okay? I think they were $2.99 or something like that. I mean, just
so
sold
the 70s.
through. So this is
PR69.
If you remember, they did a Liberty Medal last year. Okay, now that Liberty Medal right now in 69 condition, I'd have to charge maybe $2.99 for. In 70 condition, I'd be probably $5.99 or $6.99, $599, not $5.99.
Right.
Okay, and so this is the iteration of the silver medal this year. And the way they did this is they released this in solid gold. Okay, that's the new $100 Liberty. They've literally named it the Liberty. It's a $100 gold coin. That's the one right there. Let's show it. So there it is in gold at $2,899.
See that? That's on .com right now.
Yes, that's on .com right now. We sold a bunch of those. That's the high relief. It's absolutely spectacular. But look, not everybody can quite do the $28.99.95.
Exactly.
They did it in silver that you're going to have right here, and I have got it certified. Look at that amazing eagle that they have made at the Philadelphia Mint that you're going to have certified PR69, first day of issue, only 975 in the limited edition. Now I want to show you something, the box this comes in. Now ours is certified. Now the packaging is absolutely gorgeous and unbelievable. I mean, it is one of the most beautiful boxes you have ever seen. That's the exterior box. This is the interior box that comes with it right here. But my favorite part of it, Callie, is look at the certificate of authenticity. That's not an actual coin.
No kidding.
That is stamped on the certificate of authenticity that explains these certificates of authenticity, the history of these medals and all. These certificates are selling for $10 to $15.
Wow, really?
Just by well, look at it. I mean, it is one of the most stunning. I mean, look how thick that is. That's the certificate of authenticity. That's like 20 pages.
It's a wealth of knowledge.
And you're going to have that. That comes with it. Many people are holding those back on you. And when you look at this, and you could put anything, you know, 225th anniversary that you want in there that'll fit in a capsule. It is just a stunning, and absolutely gorgeous. Feel this up here. Feel what they've done there with kind of like a, this almost like a, I don't know what, like a velvet. Yeah, it's spectacular. And then, so you don't, so nothing gets scratched. You've got that little pad that goes in there. United States Mint. Isn't it just truly, truly spectacular? It's a wood box. There's the exterior box. But more importantly, let's take a look at the medal itself. The fact that it is the exact replica, the new replica, and by replica, it's, remember, still made by the United States Mint.
Right.
So it's not one of those tribute coins that's made like Dave's Medallion Shop or something. You see those all the time.
Great point.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking. When I talk about it is the same design as the $2,900 gold coin. It is just done in affordable, incredible proof silver.
At only $129 and $43 on a Flex. These are very, very popular.
We had the Proof 70 first day of issue. It sold out almost instantaneously. It sold out just like that. The instant that we put it up there.
$5.99?
I forget what it was.
It was a couple $100 more, I know.
It was, $199, $299, $240. I don't know. We sold it out so fast I never even got a chance to kind of look at it. Spectacular opportunity done, of course, in solid silver. Comes with all the original government packaging, including the government certificate of authenticity. 100% exclusive to us here at HSN. Done in silver. And like I said, I love this new silver, and if you look at the medal from last year, the 2016, which is a different design, okay, because it was a different Liberty design. It is, and look at that United States of America. Look at that eagle on the wing, unlike anything that's ever appeared on a United States government issue, mint issue. Oh, it's just spectacular.
Really
on the downbeat right there.
Yeah.
I think that is just truly, truly,
and how cool that it marks the 225th anniversary of the United States Mint.
Yeah, isn't that great? They're doing a lot of cool stuff this year, as a matter of fact. I think for our next show. It might be our next show. They're doing a special enhanced uncirculated set that's just going to be ridiculous. It's just going to be spectacular. This coin, however, like I said, 70's gone. I have a few of the 69s left. They're extraordinarily popular. We're going to have them all with the original government packaging, which by itself is selling for tremendous premiums out there in the marketplace.
I know we're going to be putting a clock here shortly because we are so busy. Hundreds of people on the lines for this American Liberty Silver Medal. It's really special and so affordable to get something that's so highly collectible. But again, in gold, you saw a $2,900 version sits on hsn.com right now. You're welcome to it if you'd like. But if that doesn't work for your budget, this may be a better alternative for you. It's item 573297. And once again, I have to remind you of the flex pay option because coins are not something that anywhere but here would you ever have the option of paying just a little to get it. Even here, it's a rare thing to offer a flex pay on anything. But we're doing it on this.
Usually, I mean, you know, for $129 for us to do 3 flex on that is, like I said, so you get this home for $43. So you get home this incredible piece of American history for $43.32. And if you want to know all the backdrop of that history, I mean, there is no better place than this right here to tell you the absolute history of the American liberty. And the liberty is not just kind of, and I hate to use liberty as a throwaway term, but people talk about that. This is actually the name of the coin. We have the American Gold Eagle. We have the American Platinum Eagle. But with this, we have the new Gold and Silver Liberty is a specific denomination and now mint of the United States Mint that you're going to have in here. Here's one of the very first medals ever done.
Wow.
That was Roman times right there. That's a Roman coin. So they talk about the history of all this, of liberty, of coining, of mintage, of metals, and that's the first coin ever struck by the United States government right there. The flowing hair cent, look at that. I mean, you know, that's kind of the, yeah, isn't that wild? So, and all of this comes with it. That's one of the famous coins in America. It's an 1804 dollar. That coin right there, which I forget which one that is. That's probably a $10 million coin, somewhere right around in there. Yeah, and that's and all that history is in this. And look at that.
Collecting is so fascinating.
All put in there. It's just spectacular.
It really is. It's like once you get into it. And I remember I got my first coin years and years ago, and then I just kind of started getting my collection going again recently when you and I have been working together. And it's just really fun to be able to say, you know, share a little piece of American history, but also a lot of us collect for the education of it. Some of us collect for the value and the investment of it. I mean, what better thing to invest in than money? Right.
If you're going to collect something, everybody collects something, might as well be money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
And like I said, solid silver. So you have an ounce of pure silver in here, done in. It's spectacular. We get some dust on that. People are going, well, I thought that was perfect. Yeah, that's on the outside. That's why we do it that way. Whoops. And look at that eagle. I collect coins based on the eagles.
Yeah,
that are on the coins. I love that. And this eagle in kind of downbeat on the eagle with the downdraft, that eagle, you just don't see that very much. There's the Philadelphia mint mark that's going to be on this coin as well with this. Yeah, absolutely. Isn't it just, I mean, it's just an absolutely spectacular coin.
And with all of you on the phones. You're going to have silver medal
that you're going to have. It's just one of those things, 100% exclusive to us.
Wow.
Okay, first day of issue. Okay. There's only 975 for worldwide distribution. 975 for worldwide distribution. Now is your time to be able to pick this up. Extraordinarily popular. Like I said, if you're having a little bit of trouble getting in, please go to hsn.com.
Yeah, with everybody that we see on the phones, because we have monitors out here to kind of give us an idea. We have. I know we started with 975. We sold officially 150. We've got about 125 or 175 more people on the phones ordering. So back out whatever you saw just up there on the ticker, because that's very accurate. And when 975 were made, you know that once they're gone, they're gone. So your chances now, like Mike said, take advantage of it. Is 573297. We have so many other things still to come in our show. If you're just flipping through on this Sunday evening, tell you what, Mike has. I think we've got the Indian heads coming up, which you know are my favorites. That's when I got my start. We
got the state quarters coming up next, which we haven't done in a long time, and that's my last quantity on these. Final time at price break, I think, is what we've got. I got a great thing with that. We got some of the PSW American Eagles. I've got a few of the 2016s left. We've got an absolutely positively loaded show, but this is a brand new opportunity with everybody on the phone like us. Several hundred of these already gone out the door, I think, is what we're looking looking at. Great opportunity. Once again, just released this year. First day of issue exclusive to us. Done in solid silver. If you've seen it in solid gold, the brand new $100 gold Liberty for $2,900. It's the same exact design, and this is made by the United States Mint as well. As you can see, 1 ounce, $9.9.